He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he leave know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mouth before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it. Touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it, and I go. Get my way up, and I way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I vanished. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up till like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Me and them, yeah, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new it in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature zero. I'm the boys, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it, and I go. Get my way up, and I
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Chargers, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff, and it should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Off the play fake, Noble. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Noble. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Noble. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw. Noble. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. And right away he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room and no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Now for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
Buying time, in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Khalil Mack, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He'll drop to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on fourth down. That's taken on the 25. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon. He had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 7-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. 2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2nd and 3. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They run a draw here on second down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. On second down, here's Mitchell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. They'll look to throw here. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Going to be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as the Super Bowl progresses?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flipping over to the other side, the offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime in the big one. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Yeah, they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't, but of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
2nd and 5. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Working with his 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Holding, offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Back to throw again. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 4 yards out. And the Niners have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference in the feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's a give up the middle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. From the gun on 3rd down, Noble. Touchdown! A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. It's Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. They'll look to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a toss here, short side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Mitch used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Noble, throw left side, complete. That's Hunter. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on 1st down. Noble. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Noble. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Noble. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Back to throw. Noble. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47th. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2nd and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.